Loneliness for men is one of the major epidemics of our time. And what are the risks of this epidemic? What are the ramifications? Well, for men, it's a higher risk of heart disease. It's mental health challenges such as anxiety and depression, and it's cognitive decline. Research indicates that lack of social connection for men leads to premature death. In fact, it is said that it's equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's quite a daunting statement. My name is Ed Cardinal, and I'm the founder of the Cardinal Way for Men. I help men go from isolated, unhealthy, and unsatisfied to establishing community, vital health, and fulfilling their purpose. I've helped thousands of men throughout my over 20-year career get healthier in all aspects of their life. I've struggled with loneliness myself throughout my lifetime, and in fact, I'm going through a period of that right now. We recently moved to a new area about 18 months ago, and I'm really finding it difficult to connect with other men. In contrast, I see my wife, who is making a plethora of social connections in our neighborhood, in our community. I was getting so desperate that I started a meetup group, and that started well, but didn't end so well. So why is it we as men have difficulty making these connections? We have a tendency, because of our cultural conditioning, to isolate because we've been taught that we don't need anyone else, that we can do it on our own. It's that lone wolf phenomena, that connecting with other men and desiring that is a sign of weakness, that vulnerability. It's a sign of weakness. It's something that only women do. It's not the case. In fact, we're suffering because of it. The other thing that holds us back is homophobia, is that connecting with other men is going to be seen as gay, or again, weakness, or only women as feminine. So what can we do to break this pattern and to make more connections? Well, the first thing you can do is initiate conversations. It could be in the line at a coffee shop or at the grocery store. Make eye contact, smile, ask questions, be a good listener, and build that bond, that connection. Secondly, you can join community groups such as maybe a church group or a meetup group or a men's group. For me, that was one of the best decisions I ever made when over 30 years ago I joined a men's group in the beginning of my personal development journey. And joining that group, it taught me that there's other men like me out there that desire to have these connections. I learned what it means to be a man with a group of men who didn't judge me for expressing my feelings, emotions, or crying, and were role models of what it means to be a man. In fact, I've created a lifelong friendship with my friend Ron, who was a member of that group. I'm establishing and I have established a virtual men's group, and I'm going to post a link in the description below so you can learn more about that. It's an excellent way to connect with other men and build fellowship and a bond with like-minded men. Number 3, learn new skills. So maybe joining some sort of a club where you're learning a new skill or a new hobby. It could be a physical activity. It could be anything, like woodworking, hiking. Most men have a tendency in social experiences to do activities together. So they're shoulder to shoulder, as opposed to women who are face to face. It is clear that loneliness and isolation, due to our cultural conditioning, social upbringing, has really caused some challenges for us as men. But we can overcome them by following some of the steps that I gave you. And I'm going to post a link to a podcast that I created and recorded with my friend Ron on men and friendship. Give it a listen. It's a great way to learn about other ways besides the ones that I've already said, why we struggle making those connections and what we can do to overcome them and to build lifelong, meaningful friendships and relationships, and that it's important to do so for your physical health, mental health, and socially for your relationships. Hope this was helpful. Till you see me again, be well. Take care. Bye-bye.